Hello, good morning, happy Wednesday. Get some stuff done over here, see if I can find my own video. Sometimes it takes a bit. Yes, I do not see it yet. Somebody sees it though, there's Rosie. There it is. Oh, a couple people. Okay, there we go. We're good now. We are good now. Well, welcome. Hello, happy Wednesday. For today's drawing, we are going to do one of our circle things. So make sure you have something that you can make a circle with. I always just keep this like trusty old lid nearby my drawing station. You can freehand it too. It doesn't have to be perfect. Sometimes with these circular ones, I like to actually have a full smooth circle. Looks like I'm not seeing your comments today. I can see them online, but hello back and meow. We are doing a fall kind of cat theme. My pre-draw, my cat didn't quite come out the exact shape I wanted, so I'll adjust that today when we draw together. Let's see what else. So make sure you have something to make a circle with. The only update I really have is with stickers. They should go on sale tomorrow, is my hope. I'm a little bit behind right now, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I've had some weird medical stuff and I'm just happy to be here today. So yeah, stickers will go on sale tomorrow, so look for that. I hope. If it's going to be delayed, I'll announce it. And then on Saturday, we do have a sip and draw, and we are doing Elvira. I was a huge fan of Elvira. As a kid, I liked creepy movies, and so I would watch Elvira all the time. So that is the plan. Those are really the only announcements that I have for you. So I'm going to turn this light on, and then I'll turn you guys around, and we'll get started with our drawing. I'm really close to the camera right now. You guys can look at my skin. Hello, hello. I see your comment on the screen, MJ. There is definitely a delay. Oh, you and your second grader here, Karen. Awesome. Okay, let me flip you around and show you the drawing. Hi, is everyone awake? Okay, goodness. So there we go. We are doing this little fall cat. You do not have to do the cat. So this is like a really cute drawing just in general with the frame. And then I put in, these are like, they're pushing, I think is what it's called, P-U-S-H-E-E-N, the pushing cat. Now, he should be more narrow at the top and then get wider at the bottom, and I made him like wide all the way. So I'm going to change the shape a little bit. But yeah, if you wanted to do like a cornucopia on the inside, anything, another fox, you can do anything on the inside, or you could literally just draw the outside and nothing in here, or do like give thanks. You could write something out. So there's lots of different options for changing this and making it what you like, personalizing it for you. Now let's see if I can get completely set up without making everything fall again. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my piece of paper here. Again, I can't see your comments on my phone today. I can see them at the computer, but I'll peek over there every once in a while, see if I'm missing anything. So I'm going to just start with a circle, and I don't need to make this circle very dark because I am going to erase it. So you may or may not see this. I'm going to even keep it on the light side here. Trying to see if you can see that. I think you can. But the circle just gives the framework for that outer edge. But ultimately, almost all of the circle is going to be erased because it's going to have something on top of it. So you really don't need to push hard with your pen when you're drawing that circle. And it looks like it finally caught up, so it looks like you guys can see it. So I am going to start with my acorn down here at the bottom. And I'm going to start by just doing kind of a circle, kind of a square shape. I guess it's pretty circular. So I'm going to add this. Now I should push harder, or you guys won't be able to see it. My light is also dying on me. And then inside of our acorn, I'm going to do a curved line. This one will end up getting erased, the original curve. And then I'll do curved lines inside the acorn. And then I'll do make it checkered. So I'll do lines up and down. A little stem, just a little triangle on the top. And then I also want the bottom to be pointed because they have that point to them. So I'll just put a little point down here at the bottom. And then when I do it in my pen, I won't do this line. It'll just go straight into that pointed shape. So that's kind of my center point there. Then I'm going to do my center point at the top, and then I'm going to build to both. So I'm going to do a banner. So I'm going to put a line on the left-hand side of the page and a line on the right-hand side of the page about the same distance from each other, roughly. You're going to connect these two lines with a curve that follows the curve of your circle. So again, trying to keep it that consistent size. And then you'll connect these following the curve of your circle as well. This needs to come down a little bit more. There we go. And then you can erase the line going across your banner. And then to give the rest of, so it looks like that folded ribbon, a little bit down from the top, you are going to do a line that comes out. You're going to put a letter V and then a line that comes back in, and it'll come in here to the side. And then you'll erase that line inside. And you'll do the same thing on this side. You'll have a line that comes out, letter V, and then comes back in and up into the banner. And then you erase the little line inside. And then you'll put a little angled line here, which is kind of where it's folded. And then you can write anything you want in the top. So you could put meow, you could put fall, you could put happy fall, give thanks, whatever you want to write inside of this top I'm going to try to fit give thanks in this one. This is the kind of drawing that I think would look really cute as a card. You could draw this and then you could make a copy of it and you could, you know, give it away for Thanksgiving, mail it to people. I'm going to move this one over just a little bit. I'll put a little dot right in between the words. So from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to build everything on this side. And then I'm going to come over to this side and try to mirror it as close as possible. So you're just building off, you know, whatever little things you want to draw. We're going to do some leaves, some mushrooms, some other acorns, a little piece of citrus. So yeah, we're just going to build it and fill this space, and then we will do the same over here. So we've done a leaf before where we're going to use this line and we're going to put a hot dog shape at the end of it. And then we're going to do hot dog shape off to the side, another hot dog shape off to the side, another, and into my acorn. Now, if it's hard for you to draw at this angle, you can always turn your page when you're doing, you know, the other side. Sometimes that makes it a little bit easier. So you have a leaf here. And I want to keep some of this line inside of the leaf, but I'm going to erase just a little bit of it. And then I'll do some of those leaf veins inside. Oh, that's awesome, Terry. Yeah, a lot of my ideas for these things, I just find them online. I just look for some stuff I completely come up with on my own. Other times I look online and I see like an idea and I think, oh, I kind of like that. And I usually like to try to find things that that you can adjust also. So I really loved Mostly, I loved the border of this was kind of my favorite. Oh, I'm way out of focus. There we go. Now, building off of this shape, again, I'm going to angle my paper, makes it a little bit easier for me. I'm going to do a mushroom. So I'm going to put a line that just kind of curves along the bottom. I'll put that little mushroom stem off to the side here. And then the mushroom, it's triangular shape, and we're going to put a wave in it. So wave in, come up. So then we have that kind of long mushroom top. And then I like to put dots inside of my mushroom. So I'm just going to put some little spots here and there. And then again, that line will get erased. Oh, hi, Catherine. Now, next I'm going to do, these could either be feathers or they can be like pine needles. So I'm going to operate off of this line. I'll make it a little darker because I am going to keep it. And then I'm going to put one off to the right and one off to the left. I think pine needles and feathers really have a similar look to them. It's just all in how you color them. So off of the sides, I'm going to do little lines, little feathery lines going out, up and out. And they should get bigger towards the bottom. And then we'll do the same over here. And the same over here. Now we have this little pine area or feather. Pick your preference. Now I'm going to do what I'm just going to call like a citrus, like a satsuma or mandarin or some of those things that you see at this time of year. So I'm going to start drawing a circle, but I'm going to have it coming off of the feather as if the feather or the pine is on top of it. So just draw the circular shape. Erase your line inside. And then I'm going to put the tiniest little curve and a tiny little stem. Now this could also be an apple. You could also color this so it looks like an apple. I think something just broke in my house. I don't know if you guys heard that. Next, I'm going to do another leaf, but instead of these wavy hot dog shapes, I'm going to do it more pointed. So I'm going to start it right about here, come down on each side from a point. So I'm going to do a letter V, come out to a point and down, out to another point, and down to my citrus. And then I'll repeat that here. Again, keeping some of this line, so I'll make it darker, and then I'll put my little leaf veins in there. Now, I'm going to jump up to this top portion because I really want to do the little leaves that are here. So I want to make sure I have room for those, and then I'll fit in whatever I can fit in this empty space. So off of this top line, I'm going to draw a teardrop. And then there'll be a teardrop on this side and a teardrop on this side. Again, teardrop, 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 teardrop. And I'm making each one a little bit bigger than the one before it. Now I'm going to do these tiny little mushrooms. So I'm going to start by doing a little line and then put a little hump on the top. And I'll put a tiny little rectangle below. So see how it's just like the teeniest little mushroom. And then I'll build some off of that. So let's put another one here. Another one here. So a little cluster of 3 mushrooms together. And then I'm just going to do little berries. So I'm going to put little circles down the side here. And I'll keep some of the line. So a little cluster of berries. And those will look really pretty, like with a pop of red. if you still have space, you can add other filler. So like the way I drew it last time, I had room for these little acorns and I put my berries in a tighter cluster. So you could always add more filler things if you feel like you have room inside. Now the tricky part here is recreating this for the most part on the other side. So what I do here is I want these to start about the same place. So I'm going to put my pencil here and then come across my page. And so my leaf should probably go to right about there. So I'll start that tip. It was a little bigger. And then I'll go into 1, 2, 3. And it doesn't have to match exactly, but you want like somewhat of a mirroring. You know, I think it looks good to have kind of the same thing on each side. I think if you drew one side completely different, it might throw it off, but I don't know, if you'd like to do that, then you also can do that. So I don't need my item to match. Like this leaf doesn't need to look exactly like that one, but I do want both of mine to be leaves. And then I'm going to put this line back in because I accidentally erased it. And then I'm going to do some of those leaf veins inside. Now again, the mushroom is right about here. Bring it over so my mushroom's going to fall right about here. So I want the top right about there. I'll start again with that bottom, do that curved line. Go into the mushroom shape. Put my little mushroom cap, which this time is going behind the leaf, and that's fine. I'll erase the line and then put some little dots. My feathers or pine needles are here, so come across. I want them to end right about there. So I'm going to put that line in, a line to the right, a line to the left, and then do the little wispy edges. Getting bigger towards the bottom. My piece of citrus right about here. So I'll do that circle going into the feathery shapes. Erase the line. Put a little curve in and put a little tiny rectangle for the stem. The leaf ends right about here. Do the 2 V's. Point it up, come down, up, down. Leave some of this line inside. Put my little leaf veins. Erase a little bit of that top part. And now, just like I did on the, just like I did over here and I went back up to the top, I'm going to do the same here. So first I'm going to find about where it should end, and it should end about right there. And so then I'll do my teardrops. And that didn't go quite as far, but I think it still works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I did 5 of these little guys. Let me put my mushroom in first. So do my little mushroom cap with the little stem. Put one right here. One right here. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. It fits perfectly. And there's my border. Oh, 2 armadillos in your yard. We don't have armadillos here, at least not in our area. I've never seen a live one either, I don't think. So that is how you do your border. So you can, again, keep just that, or you can keep going and do the pusheen inside too. So I did the other one too wide at the top. So I'm going to come more narrow. I'm going to come at an angle and do a circle that goes out and then comes back in. I think that's going to be a better shape. So almost very egg-like. And then from this edge, I'll make ears, come up and down in, come up and down in. Make this one a little bit bigger, and then connect between the two. The cat has a tail, so I'm going to come down off of this line and put a tail. I made that tail pretty fat. I'm going to slim that down. There we go. Two little feet, which are just going to be 2 letters, 2-letter U's, 2-letter U's right here. U. I'll erase the little line that goes across them when I do it in pen. There's no point in trying to fit that in right here. And then up towards, they have a very small area for the face, so really close to the top, you're going to put a line that curves across. This line is going to come out of the body, go down, and then follow the shape again out of the body and connect back up to the top. So it looks like a scarf is wrapped around the outside. If you make it the same size as the body, then it looks like it's almost part of the body. The top part of the scarf is going to come up from the top. It's going to curve down, come across, and then come back up into that point. And then you'll erase the lines across. So now it looks like this is the piece of scarf that's tied around the top. You could put some little fringe in the bottom of your scarf if you like. You could make your scarf striped or have a floral pattern or whatever you like. We're going to do 3 little whiskers on the outside. The face is just 2 dots and a smile. And then I'm going to put little, like cat-like, the little V's for the color pattern. So I'm going to color those in a different color. I'll put 2 on the side here, one a little bit shorter than the other. This one, of course, would run into my scarf, and I don't think you would see it on the other side. It would come to about here and then go back. This one you would see. It might be out a little bit too far. Should just be the little point of it. There we go. And then I'm going to make the tail striped. And there, I am done with my outline. So now I'm just going to come through with my pen and go over all of my shapes, all of my lines. And I will upload this too as a coloring page after we're done drawing. So, you know, again, if you wanted to have, well, one, just have kids color it, maybe if it's a drawing that they struggle with a little bit more, they can just do it as the coloring page, or you could turn it into some sort of card. But I do think if you're doing it as a card, you know, you should draw it because it means more to the person that you're giving it to if it's your original artwork. I don't care if you use mine, but I'm excited to see what you guys do for yours. Because again, there are lots of different ways you could do this. You could even do this more of a, in fact, I might not say, because we might do another one like this that's more Halloween related. How cool would that be? We'll do one that has like eyeballs and skeletons and pumpkins and a spooky wreath. I guess you'd call this a wreath. Okay, good. It looks like you guys all like that idea too. So we will do that. Next week, on Wednesday, we will do a Halloween wreath. I like that idea too. I just really like, I have found, and I didn't realize this until I have been drawing with you guys, but I really enjoy these circular drawings. I just love them. I think maybe because I don't like doing a lot of background, it gives you a way to do like a very point of interest, you know, where a lot of times when I'm drawing, my things are just kind of floating on the page. And when you're doing it in the circle, it just like cuts down your shape and just gives, but it gives some interest. There's something about having that kind of circular shape. I really love the drawings that happen inside of a circle. Like I could do so many of those styles. I mean, for my patrons, my Patreon members, we've already done one. We did one on Monday. And those drawings look so great. So many of you have been uploading them. I love seeing them. I think I'm going to make mine pine needles. I've been going back and forth on if I want them to be feathers or I want it to be pine. I think I want to go with pine. Almost done. And then just this last little set of leaves. And then I've got my pusheen. So I'm going to do this part of the scarf first since it actually lives on top. Put some fringe down here in the bottom. The whiskers. Oh, yeah. I love fall, but I don't love all the leaves. It was worse where I used to live. The house I used to live in, oh my gosh, it was so bad. I'm going to do 2 little lines in the paws for just little toes. And then I am done. I can erase all my pencil lines. Oh, I forgot to do that leaf, I just noticed, but I can do it after. See how that looks. See if I got all the pencil out. I got a couple little spaces. And yeah, see, then I just love how these look, because if somebody looks at it, they don't realize that you had a circle to begin with, and they're like, wow, you made that a perfect border. Just gives you such a good border. Oh, that's a great idea, Catherine. I like that. All right, there we go. So let's get this colored in. I'm going to do a lot of fall colors, oranges, yellows, reds. Got a little darker there. Turn my page a bit. This is definitely a drawing where I will turn my page a lot as I'm coloring, just because it just does make it easier to follow that kind of circular pattern. And then let's get I'm going to do kind of an army green for these guys up here. That kind of gray green. And then let's do those berries, kind of a reddish orange. You could do more burgundy though, or purple, or yellows. It's all little ways to get more color into the drawing. I'm gonna rip this out. I'm gonna leave the mushrooms white. You could do them kind of a brownish gray or give them some sort of color, but I'm gonna leave mine white. I'm gonna put this same reddish color in the bottom of my leaf. And I'll do the same over here. Kind of up that middle stem, and then I'm just going off to the sides a little. Up the bottom. And then I'm going to take a yellow, bring it down in on top of that red and up, fill the rest of the space. So it kind of blends into the red a bit. And you could use a blender pencil and blend that out even more. If you like, blend out that line where the red meets the yellow. Kind of looks like fire. But I think a lot of times when those trees start to change, they do look like fire. It looks like flame many times. And I'm going to find another orange for this little orange. I'm going to put the stem, a little piece of green, a little bit of green. And then I'll color this in orange. I'm not going to color over that pine. I'll leave that blank. Get this out of my way. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come on top of this and just put darker little flecks, because you know how oranges have that texture. So I'm just going to add some of those little marks to give the orange some texture. Otherwise, I feel like it looks like a tomato or it looks like an apple. With a little bit of texture, it gives it a little bit more of an orange look. Come into my pine. You don't have to color these in completely. You kind of want a little bit of white popping through, because whether they're pine or they're feathers, you're always seeing a little bit through them. And I'm going to find a red for my mushroom. And I'm going to color this pretty darkly, pushing harder on the page so it's more saturated. Same over here. Oh, I love autumn too. Autumn and the fall, they're my favorite. I think the only reason I really like summer is if there's a pool involved. Otherwise, I can give or take it. I don't love being hot. And it definitely gets hot here. I have this really like neutral, it's almost white, kind of skin tone a little bit. And I'm just going to color in the spots and the stem of the mushroom in this color. I'm not sure you can see that color on camera, but it's just like a very light beige. In fact, I might add a little bit to these guys, not completely, but just giving them little dashes of it. And then let's find, I think with this one, I'm going to go more greens. Again, just going to kind of scribble some color in. Scribble some color in here. Let's put some yellow in there. I know, I'm excited to see everybody's drawings too. I feel like I'm always begging people, please post your drawings. But I just love it. That's the joy for me, is seeing all of you make your artwork. So please post your drawings. I'm not sure there is anyone else. There was someone who posted some, and even I myself have completely slacked on the Drawloween in Inktober. I was doing really good at first, and then I kind of started to not feel well, and it kind of all went downhill for me. So hopefully I'll pick some of them back up, do some here and there. I was really hoping to do it every day this year, but, you know, I'm good at that. I'm good at being very overly ambitious. I'm going to put this darker green, and then I'm going to come back in with that yellow and go on top of the green, so it kind of blends it, and it gives it more of that look like it's a leaf that's in the process of changing colors. And now I'm going to come back with that yellow and just blend this in. Put some yellow into that green. I've been seeing the ones you post though, Catherine, so keep up the good work. There's been some really cute ones. Yeah, some of the prompts are difficult. I have to really think about it. But that's awesome. Good job, Connor. We keep up with it. And I think, Connor, you're the one who draws them both on the same page, right? You do both prompt on the same page? I think so. I like that. It's very cute. Okay, now I'm going to come in for this acorn, do this a darker brown up top, and then I'm going to do kind of a reddish brown on the bottom. I love this. This is probably one of my favorite fall ones we've done so far, and maybe up there and with some of my favorite drawings we've done so far. I really like how this one came out, especially in color. And now I'm going to do my cat. I'm going to do my cat with orange stripes. A really dark orange. And I think I'm going to do a scarf blue just to add another pop of color that we don't have on the page yet. So it's not just all orange and yellows and reds and greens. This is a good blue. Like a blue sky on a crisp autumn day. There we go. And then I'm going to just do like a pale buttery yellow for my cat. Oh, good, Rosie. Yeah, I really like this one. I like it even more. I mean, when I pre-drew it, I thought, man, that's cute. And then now that I've colored it, I really like it. It's really cute in color. The good thing about picking a lighter color here is I don't have to worry too much about going over that orange. It might pick it up a little bit and drag it down in, but that's okay. His little feet. Lastly, I am going to give my little Pusheen pink cheeks, just little pink circle cheeks. And there we go. How cute is that? I am super into this one. I just want to keep like making it perfect and blend it. So I'm just going to keep going. Thank you very much, everybody, for drawing with me. Make sure you share your artwork. I will load the coloring page after we're done here. So that way everybody can have a coloring page too for those who might not want to draw but love to color. Remember, you can always share your artwork with me in the group, or if it's easier for you to do so on Instagram, you can do it there. I see them both places. We will have stickers for sale on Thursday. I hope. And then Friday is a doodle page. I don't know what it is yet. Saturday is Elvira, if you're joining for the sip and draw. And then next week on Wednesday, we will do another one of these, and we'll do a Halloween theme. So that is it for me. I'm going to do my little signature down here at the bottom. And you could write your name. I know we've often wrote our name and our age and where we're from. I think at this point we're all pretty much getting used to each other. So yeah, you can go ahead and do your little initials. Will I have newly made designs? They are the designs. Here, I'll show you real quick. I posted them in group the other day. I've also put them on my water bottle, and they are fantastic. So we have this one, and then we have this one. So they will both be for sale this week. Details coming tomorrow. So thank you very much, guys. Happy drawing. Can't wait to see your art.